What's going on, my YouTube friends? How we all living today? We got my friend Kevin over here, man. It's been a minute since you've been in a video.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
One hot minute.
But I've been telling you about REN, and you actually ran as REN on your own time. You saw the REN thing on TikTok, right? Yeah. We just listened to like the original take of Murderer, but I wanted to get his take on the acoustic version. And so we were just talking about like the reggae roots. We were talking about like a few of the kind of stylistic choices that he makes. And I thought this would be a great thing for us all to kind of hang out with. So, Renegades, Kevin, Renegades.
Oh, hi.
Let me pull this up. And let's watch this. Let me know if you want to turn it up or anything. They did this in LA just a week or two ago.
Sweet.
Yeah, he had some time off in between treatments. So he went to Vegas and then LA.
All right.
What else are you going to do when you're popping, right?
Yep. Could throw New York in there too, but other than that, you're doing all right.
Out in the street, they call it murder. Scoop. Murderer, zig-a-doo-do-do-do-do.
How about that?
Mm-hmm. No, I hear it more. And I'm also curious. Do you think this is how he approaches writing these?
That's what I'm thinking. Does he write it this way, and then it turns into the rap bop that we get?
That's what I'm wondering.
Right?
Because this seemed really natural for him.
Right?
If that makes sense. That wasn't we're trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like something that he wanted to do, and probably was the normal expression of the song, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's fascinating.
Right.
It makes sense though. If you see his other stuff, there is a bunch of songs that are acoustic driven.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he probably writes off of this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really cool.
Neat, right? Yeah, he just picked up this Martin. This was his new baby. Bought himself.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you catch me alone, you better get on my zone because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. Feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Right, I was born.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got that kind of he's got a ton of different styles in what he's doing. Trying to pick up on all of them, because they added in that because you've got this almost salsa thing of the dun 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 dun.
Okay.
That kind of internal rhythm.
Yeah.
And then he's got what he's playing.
The upstrokes.
Which is kind of that. I'll think of it. Scandinavian.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Scandinavian kind of it almost sounds like it has a pirate jig to it kind of vibe.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then he's got the reggae.
Yeah.
And then he's got the hip hop, which is you can definitely hear the British hip hop scene in his approach to a lot of things. It's there's a ton of different musical.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, really.
Right?
It's quite diverse in terms of the amalgamation of what he put together. And this is all very different than, there's similarities, but it's all very different from the recorded version too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a squared up rap song, basically, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great.
Homie, it's the way that I get down. Right, I was born shameless, fighting out in Brighton with the neighbours. Brother, ask your mother what my name is. I was born famous, trendsetter, hot stepper, greatest. Shocking like a finger in the anus. I was born wasted, stoned out my brain, but I faded. Writing catchy syllables, contagious. I was born courageous, naked and fucking outrageous. With the microphone, I rock stages. I jump.
One of the most recent lines that I caught was writing catchy syllables, contagious.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so clever. But I love the the pattern that he takes in this. It's so staccato.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's that bop thing, right?
Mm.
Bop.
I see what you're saying.
Which, like, again, there's a ton, like, you could put that in I know people won't like this word, but, like, that's kind of a polka thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not expressed that way because that's technically reggae, too. Like, it's just usually a different emphasis.
I got you. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
Like, you could throw that at any of this, and technically it works. And he's played with, like, I would say 5 different rhythmic iterations within what he's already done.
Yeah.
Which, like, again, that's impressive musical history.
And like writing too, to be able to incorporate all that and have it fluid like that, right?
And in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, it doesn't feel forced.
Yeah. Is he playing with his ball? I don't know. Dog things.
Stages, I jump upon the rhythm of rhyme, me cyclone. I pull his scallop right out the stone, King Kong. The precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone. I walk alone, sit upon the author's throne. If you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone. Condone the bone, eat it like a Toblerone. Biatch.
The inflection to his voice is so much fun though, right?
yeah.
Like I was describing it as like a scratching on like a record player almost.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's got that kind of like, and again, with the way that he plays with rhythm, I wouldn't be surprised if he does DJ. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like he's got that.
Or he's listened to enough of it to like understand where he wants it to be or something, right? Like, yeah. There's something else I was gonna say too. Oh, I like that he has that inflection when it's just acoustic guitar. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have it like because it's a big track behind him or something. Like that's just his voice, right?
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Watch me alone, you better stay on my zone because I'm ready to blah 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 blah. I'll sit on my throne, made the bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Blah, 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 murderer. If you see me on
Clean,
the corner
man.
of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, tack, tack, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa.
See, it's clever because even just like the murderer, like that's catchy enough.
Oh, yeah.
But then for him to add in these inflections and these different runs again with all these different roots, it's stuff that I'm not accustomed to. It pulls you back to the track, right?
Yeah.
Because we're expecting something from the original. So the more he plays with it, the more it brings us back to this one, right?
Yeah.
Guitar solo time.
It's
Set
the
it
way
up.
that I get down. Whoa.
Like those are all salutes. Like all of those things are little clever nods to things. Like, I don't know. I don't have the musical knowledge to show you exactly which one is what, but like
Each one of those is like a toast to some other.
what he was just doing there, the da 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 da, like those are all little, like I don't know, salute to a certain particular thing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like the da 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 da, like he's getting into particular scales from particular types of genres of music that are like really clever. Mm-hmm. Like really clever.
Keep paying attention to his guitar playing then. We'll keep that in mind, okay? Ah.
The picket they come, the picket they fold, the chicken they gun, the people they mold like any, meeny, miny, mo. I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, I actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it
But like
going?
even the pull the trigger and pull it, like the way that he emphasizes those things, like it's exhausting. There's a lot of work.
Well, it's intentional.
Of course.
Like he's got there's depth to how he's approaching it. It's not just like, oh, okay, we're gonna wrap it in a rhythm. It's like everything about how he's phrasing things matters. If that makes sense.
But he's still like just being loose and free with this like acoustic performance in front of LA here, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man, it's cool. This is why I wanted to show you.
It's one of the things like this that like again, I'm not super familiar, but when you see people that are in environments that you're not used to seeing them in, and then all of a sudden you see, oh, how talented they are. Because again, when it's a big recording and a big production, you think there's kind of stuff working for them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is showing kind of more of just how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like it when that happens. Like, I remember when I saw Post Malone do something similar, and I was like, oh, man, you're really good.
Mm-hmm.
You're really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I always assume that there's some sort of big machine
Just
also
making it work, right?
Well, yeah, because like that does exist, but you know the people that really do shine through are
out.
genuinely great.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see things like this, in my opinion.
Shout out to Post Malone. He lost 60 pounds.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, looks great.
When light rounds are flowing, my trust that I'm a pro with that. Seeds are sowing, bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a mind is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit. I
Weirdo.
with the bottom, we panic. Breathe, that sees the light.
So that was the section I wanted you to catch.
I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, I actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going? Light rounds are flowing, my trust that I'm a pro with that. Seeds are sowing, bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a mind is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit. I push the button, we panic. Breathe, that sees the land.
So how about that one? Mm-hmm. Not bad, right?
Yep.
Can you place it?
No, I think I can, but I don't.
Right, I did the same thing when I reacted to it, and in my head I thought I knew what it was.
Like, it's familiar. I don't know.
They're
what
in
it is.
LA.
Yeah.
You say he's been paying tributes to everything.
Yeah.
Blood splat, how's it going? Light rounds are flowing, my trust that I'm a pro with that. Seeds are sowing, bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a mind is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit. I push the button, we panic.
I want to say like 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
LA producer, West Coast producer.
Oh, no way. That's brilliant.
I'll let you come to it. One more time.
Lyrical bullets, boop.
I don't know how he does it while he's rapping too.
I line them up against the wall.
That's
I
how he
don't
does
mean
it.
metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, I actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going? Light rounds are flowing, my trust that I'm a pro with that. Seeds are sowing, bad boy.
Yeah, right?
I'm an addict, volcanic, a mind is twisted and manic.
Man, that's brilliant.
Brilliant, right?
Absolutely brilliant.
Right? One more time, Ren. And but like, think about that melody, like that rhythmic pattern.
Yep.
While he's doing this rapping, that's what tripped me up.
So all, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, I actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going? Light rounds are flowing, my trust that I'm a pro with that. Seeds are sowing, bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a mind is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit. I push the button, we panic. Breathe, that sees the land, sky in the seas. It's easy seeing me freestyle freely. What man? Yeah, I came to rock man. Drop it like it's hot fan. Wear a clothes from Oxfam. Goddamn, I am a blood sucking titan from the streets of Brighton. Hit you with my right hand, sucker.
Okay, I got a theory. This is my theory.
Okay, lay it on me.
I think that the difference between a standard performer and a genius, or whatever you want to call it, is that everything matters and everything has thought behind it.
Okay.
Because so much of writing music is because something needs something, right? It's like, oh, this section needs a something. Blah,
We
blah,
need
blah.
a turnaround,
just
so
you
let's
get
write this in
filler,
here.
right?
Yeah.
But having everything within that composition matter or have intention, thought, more to it than just, oh, because it sounded good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like depth, I think, is really where brilliance lies. Because this is depth. And I think that's one of the reasons that he is going to continue to shine through.
Do you think
that's like that? There's a lot of intentionality behind most of what we're hearing, almost all of what we're hearing, I would assume.
I absolutely agree. Like every single note, it seems like.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, you and I have both written songs. Like a lot of the times, sometimes you just need something.
You said I just need like 2 words.
Yeah,
I just need something.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I think like two of that 3.5 really mattered.
Yeah.
And then the rest was like, yeah, I guess we need to do this again.
I was on a songwriting call with a gentleman the other day, Fry, and my exact words were, "Hey man, I think you doubled up one of my half verses, but there's some fluff in there I could pull out anyways." And he was like, "No, it's fine." I'm like, "Oh damn it, I thought you were fixing." Yeah, it was a whole thing.
But if you think about it, like even just like you know, you could have a first verse that matters a lot, and then your second verse has to matter the same. But a lot of people will just like, oh, I need a second verse. So you just start thinking, and you kind of
whatever comes.
Yeah, but like I think that's the difference. It's like as you get into the kind of genius, what were you kept calling it something?
Intentionality.
Yeah, but like prolific performers and things like that. Like, I think that might be the difference. It's just that everything matters and everything has more thought, more awareness. Because, like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? And it's not just like one thing that's clever. He knows that all of this is clever. Most people will listen to this and think, oh, that's cool. He knows what he's doing. And I think that's...
Do you think he's, like, aware of his place in history?
No.
No. Hear me out for a second, though. Like, whether his footprint, or whether he's aware of his impact or the potential impact that he does and will have, do you think that he's like, I'm a musician in this time with this opportunity. It's this that has gotten me here, and now that this is layered into it?
No.
You don't think that's part of it?
No. I think he is doing what he does.
Okay.
And I don't think there's a way for him to not do it and be okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think he's aware of his placement in time and in history right now? No?
No.
You just think it's just...
I think the world figures that out.
Okay.
I think he's doing this thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
okay.
Because, like, that's not his job. You know
Fair.
what I mean? Understanding where he is within the world and all that. No. Like, he can react to the world around him, but he's doing his thing. And I think that
we're catching up.
Him doing his thing is what people like, I think. It's kind of like most of the prolific people that we talk about on here are just doing their thing. And then the world's like, holy shit, their thing is awesome.
Well, when they die, they go, holy shit, their thing is awesome. Well, that seems like, right?
I mean, more people do. But the people that love, like the fandom that follows them, those are the people that are seeing that kind of like, you know, like a bird's got to fly kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a different way of him doing this. And I don't think he's doing this because of where he sits in the blah, blah, blah. Like, I think he's doing what he feels he has to do to just be him.
Just to be him. I gotcha. Because he did say that, like, you know, he was worried that he was going to lose his life to his illness, so he was writing because he wanted to get out what he thought he had to do before.
Yeah, he had to do his thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's for any, like, I don't know. I think people that strive for greatness, it's greatness, like, I don't think it's measured in the world. I think that they have to do it and keep their mind at peace. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
I personally, I could be wrong. He could be like, yeah, for sure. As soon as I get $1 billion.
No, I don't mean it like I don't mean it like with any ego. Just be like, you know, at this time in history, like the stars aligned. Here I am. My stars aligned. I have an opportunity, and whether 4 people see it or not, he's in LA and he wants to do this thing, and he goes like, you know, I am a part of a stepping stone. There have been all these stones coming up to getting me to this moment, and I'm another piece of that. And so he's got to show, you know, all the flights that he's carried up, essentially, or walked up, is a part of building him into who he is today, right? There's
certainly, I think, a part of that in terms of how he assembles these things, because there's a lot of, like, honoring of things that he's loved. You know what I mean? Like, all of this, like, that little nod to that is because he loves it, right? Like, he's not doing this because, like, oh, I'm in LA, I should do something cool. It's that came to him because that's love, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that's I don't know. I think that's the stuff that, like, we as human beings are, like, built to value differently. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it registers with us in a different way, personally. And I think he's doing that. And I think that's really cool, personally.
If you catch me alone, you better get on my zone, because I'm ready to I sit on my throne, make the bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. You're not feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town, get back, murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Talk, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa, yeah.
That's super cool.
Great note, right? Check out this, like, H4. That's all.
That's exactly what I was supposed to do. I was like, oh, okay, so you zoom and...
That's all you need.
Zoom and run.
Couple preamps, couple nice sounding guitars, couple nice sounding mics.
Yep.
And that's it, my friends. So what'd you think?
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, I don't know. I like that type of stuff that shows, like, production and stuff is cool, but
it's fun.
Low production, you kind of get more of, I don't know, there's more soul in it a little bit. And there's a way of doing this that would not have come off well at all. You know what I mean? Like, this could have been so not impressive, and I was more impressed with it.
It's neat, right?
Like, it's really neat, and it just shows that he's quite good and he cares about what he does, and he's damn good, in my opinion.
I think John Bellion said that like you should be able to take any song and play it with just like say just an acoustic guitar and sing it, and it should still be good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but like the thing is like you still got to season it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like a little sauce in the pan. You got to get something going, and I just the stylistic choices and the decisions Ren makes. Holy crap. I vibe with like all of them. I don't know, like it's cool, and it seems like there's a bunch of us that do too.
Well, I don't know a lot of it, but I've heard like it all kind of like rings like, oh, I've kind of heard something like that. You know what I mean? I obviously don't have the musical history that he's in, to the same degree, but like I can hear the salute that's in all of these. Yeah, and that's really cool.
Yeah. I thought you would appreciate that, and I appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
you too, little man. Been a minute since you've been in a video too.
Yeah.
See y'all later.